What's up guys, Destiny Gold back for another video. A little while ago we got the team together to talk about things that we think should be included in Destiny, things that could make the game better, give the game a little bit of a facelift. Now before we dive into the main part of the content, just want to say I'm sorry that we haven't gotten too many videos out in the past week guys. We're actually not going to be here for the next coming week. We're all on spring break, we just got out of our classes for college, so we're going on taking a break for the time being. We will be back with a lot of videos afterwards. We have a big lineup of ones we want to get out, so you guys can look forward to those as soon as our spring break is over. Even Destiny Gold team needs to take a break sometimes. But anyway, let's dive into the stuff for today. I want to go over a lot of stuff that we think should be in Destiny. First of all is the one that pretty much everyone has been sort of nagging Destiny and Bungie about for a while, an increase in vault space. Now, we've already confirmed that they are doing something about this. Exactly what, we don't know yet. Hopefully it's just a massive increase and they say, oh yeah, you could just have as many items as you want. What do we care how many exotics you're carrying around? I mean, a lot of people like to have different perks even on the same weapon and be able to change it out based on whether they're playing Crucible or PvE. I know I like to have that on my weapon called Up for Anything. It's a pretty standard rifle that's good at just about anything, but having a variation of perks on it is nice. It's been said many times, but I do think this is a primary issue with the game, along with the rest of the team. So what's the point of having a game where collecting gear and weapons is the primary objective, and you can't store to actually collect them, you can't store them? Anyway, moving on. Allow players who have purchased the DLC to upgrade their old legendary armors and weapons to DLC level statistics. I love my bad seed down, but it's forever stuck at 300 damage max, and I would love a 331 upgrader to whatever the newest DLC is. The same drill goes for gear too. Now, on this note, we have seen images online where Vault of Glass gear has been upgraded to, like, I think it's 442 defense or something. It's upgradable to a much higher level. Now, how that's going to work, we don't know. We just have seen images online where that has been done. So whether you have to go recollect them again like you'd have to do with the Iron Banner gear from the very first time they release it, or whether they're going to allow you to actually upgrade it, we don't know yet. But we do know that we have seen Vault of Glass gear with higher damage and higher defense levels. So we know that may become a thing in the future, which would be awesome. Third, allow us to swap between Ascendant shards and energies just like we can with Radiant materials. I've got 500 million shards laying around that I will never use, but I'm dying for some energies, and that's just the thing that we've really been needing recently. Pretty much all of our weapons need these energies, but I really don't feel like going back and playing Vault of Glass that often. Doing it once or twice is alright, but if we actually got the amount of energies we would need, we'd have to be doing public events in Vault of Glass all day, every week, every time we get the chance, and not everyone wants to do that. And once you get to a certain level, especially if you're a DLC player, shards are completely useless to you. Fourth, make engrams contain more stuff. They can include glimmer packages, basic materials that you'd find hunting around on the different planets, sparrows, ship schematics, and maybe even some enemy items like silken codexes and stuff like that. It'd be really cool to see some of that stuff added to the loot table, just depending on what tier of stuff it is, you could put it elsewhere. Fifth, make the old weapons still available. I do love some of the old weapons like I mentioned before, my bad seed down. However, I cannot seem to find a way to get a hold of these pre-DLC weapons. They aren't bad weapons, and I would love to see some of them still in action. You had great content in the game already, why nuke it just because there are new weapons available? And you said yourself, Bungie, we should never feel that our old weapons are outmoded by newer ones. They actually have said that multiple times. D just said it himself in the updates if you guys follow the mobile app. Sixth, create a perk reroll for weapons similar to the Iron Banner, and this goes for gear as well, just saying. Sometimes I get the weapon I've been waiting for a really long time, and then it comes with this one perk that makes it quite not so perfect, and I would like it to be a little more perfect than that. This would also be another functionality for the marks and motes of light and possibly even glimmer. Right now, motes of light aren't useful for very much. Pretty much everyone just saves them up to buy exotic engrams from Xur, and maybe if you're doing Iron Banner, you buy that little perk that they give you to increase your Iron Banner standing per the day, or experience that you get. I don't know how it works. Anyway, or just glimmer. I mean, no one likes to have to go farm glimmer for hours on end. Be kind of cool if we had something that we could actually spend it on. Anyway, seventh, a trading system. Now, this is something that's actually been said multiple times. We are not taking credit for this. We're just hopping on the bandwagon. We agree that we shouldn't be able to trade raid gear and weapons or even exotics, but there have been many times in a chat with another player where we've been comparing weapons, just legendary weapons out of an engram or that we bought, and he wants something that I have, and I'm envious of his weapon of choice as well. If only there was a way to somehow trade them, Bungie. Anyway, moving on to number 8. This is something that I have not ever heard mentioned even once, and this is my idea. The Stranger's Rifle is an uncommon weapon that performs on par with many early legendaries, but after we level it up a bit more, it becomes very outdated. It's supposed to be this highly futuristic weapon that has parts that shouldn't exist yet if you read the description, but somehow it manages to get outclassed by weapons that are allowed to exist. We should be able to upgrade it just like Husker the Pit and make it a legendary, if not an exotic. I think having an exotic weapon made from it would be one of the coolest things ever. Ninth, also something pretty new, although this was not my idea, this was Andrew's idea. He's one of our members of the team as well. Also something new. Apparently the Kvostov, or whatever it is, was found just laying around. Why can't we pick up other old world weapons that are just sitting around for fun? It doesn't matter how well they perform, but it would be cool to play with some old world weapons. I still love playing with my Kvostov in PvE and PvP especially. It's surprisingly good in Crucible, even at level 32. 10th and finally, make bounties for the factions. This seems almost weird not to have. Also, for the infield missions we pick up, we should get reputation for whatever faction employs us. That makes sense, right? Sure, maybe we get Vanguard stuff, but quite clearly some of the missions you can do around on the planet are for Dead Orbit or Future Workhold. They even say so. So why are we not getting faction reputation for them? You do a job for them, you should get rewarded by them. This would also encourage more people to actually do those missions in the first place, besides just having those bounties that say do 6 patrol missions on Mars. It'd be kind of nice to get rewarded by the faction we're working for. Anyway, that's about all, guys. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. If you have your own kind of pet peeves that you think should be in Destiny, things that you want to get that little pimple off Destiny's face, or you want to make it a little bit nicer, drop your comments below. We would love to read those. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Destiny Gold out.